Previously on Oathsworn.
I snuck into this cursed castle just to tell you something real quick.
Dump your girlfriend.
If you know that you shouldn't be doing it, then why are you doing it? Come on, let's get out of here.
Carla starts to go for Rahel, and then Kayo's just coming out from behind Aoife and just has to dart or do something to stop that.
There is a sense of unsettling familiarity. Whisper is here.
The goal of the mission had to do with locating something, didn't it?
He was figuring out what the Never are doing here.
Yes.
Yeah, we know that they're looking for chosen parts. Is that correct?
They are here for two reasons. One is that they are excavating the old Empire armaments. You've found that out. That half is a success. The other half is that they are evidently looking for something linked to the Chosen of this particular line in some way, but Carla doesn't know what that is. And by extension, neither do you.
Yeah. How much do we care about that part of it? Because isn't that part of the mission brief?
That's the mission. Isn't that what it is? Find out why they're here, and then take it, make it stop.
Yeah, and just to put it back on the table, the offer is that you could leave, and if you take Carla with you, that will count as a partial success.
Mm-hmm.
We would get 2 intel, not 3.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to re-specify the deal. We would get 2 intel, not 3, but the failure of the mission wouldn't trigger.
Yeah. Are we still interested in trying to locate that asset?
I thought we were getting Lydia.
I mean, that's where I'm kind of confused, because it seemed like we were talking about getting Lydia, but then that seems counter to what the point of the mission was.
Well, it depends on what Lydia's doing. And I think there was a push to say, if we both captured an enemy commander and got another augur who has apparently been collaborating with the Never, then that could open up even more possibilities. Is that correct?
Yeah, the reason that we were trying to kidnap Lydia was because that's the only way we can get Carla to come with us willingly.
Yes.
But that's still the partial success.
No.
Unless getting Lydia now counts as a full success, even though it wasn't the point of the mission to begin with.
I mean, again, it depends on what Lydia is doing, given that there were 2 paths to go and there was one path with one of the objectives at the end of it. I think it's a fair guess that Lydia might be working on whatever the other thing might be.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that was at the gallery or the main hall that had the gallery above it.
She walked into the main hall, and then with your weird eye, you spotted Whisper in the galleries above.
Did I spot Whisper, or did Whisper, was that a one-way communication or a two-way communication? Or a one-way perception or a two-way perception? Do I know that?
You at no point during your observation did you spot Whisper if Whisper did perceive you, then they gave no indication of it. Likewise,
so Whisper's power is just sort of an aura rather than an intentional thing. Well, I guess it could be an intentional thing, but like I was feeling Whisper's power in that moment as well.
Yeah, I mean, there was some degree of. Remember, this happened because you were looking for like never enchantment of some kind, and so I think what you can extrapolate from that is that just sort of looking almost as if you're looking at Earth from space, and you see all of the different spots of light where there is power, where there is illumination. Scanning the area in that way simply revealed a Broken's presence as the strongest source of power in the area.
Yeah.
But above and beyond that, the 4-tick alarm clock is only at 1 tick. So if Whisper does know that you're here, they haven't done anything about it.
I was just asking that because when I did perceive Whisper, I had weird feelings about my past love.
Oh, for sure.
So I was like wondering how that works. If that was like something that Whisper was doing to me, or that is just a like sort of latent effect of beholding a great question. Them.
Yeah, I think that, I think that's a play to find out right there.
Gotcha. Well, we probably at least know that further progress on this mission lies in that main hall, whether we extract this agent of Whisper or not. So we left off in kind of a panic. Like, y'all really wanted to do this, and then I had the vision. I brought up that I know that Whisper is here, and then as soon as that happened, everybody's feelings about what we were going to do sort of changed, and everybody wanted to get out sooner. But out of character, do we want to push for that 3 intel?
So I think it makes sense to talk about this on a few different levels. Mechanically, I think Gavin said this last time, intel is really good.
Yes. And we've been hurting for resources badly.
True. If there's an easy way to get more intel, phenomenal, right? But there's like a cost benefits analysis, like on the mechanical side of things. As like co-authors here, I think several of us were really interested in a Lydia Lance scene.
Yes.
Which doesn't have a chance to happen right now.
Well, Lance isn't here, right?
No. Correct. Lance is not on the mission. And then, so that would push towards the capturing Lydia and maybe whatever she's up to. I think as players, everybody's really divided. And, you know, I think there's also there's something here about like what you were getting at earlier, Devin. This was not the mission, right?
Yeah.
Capturing Lydia was not the mission. And so there's a thing here of to what extent is Aoife going off book that I think is really interesting, and how much everybody is gonna go along with it. I just want to put on screen again the fact that the end of last time, Nabain did suggest one option would be blowing up the tower that the Broken's in.
I mean, how do we have resources to even attempt something like that?
Yeah, we've got wrecking kits.
Is that enough to raise a building?
Yeah.
With a good enough rack, yeah, probably.
If not, it's a clock.
Yeah. So as a sort of a workaround to this, capturing Lydia as an asset and then raising the building to make it even more difficult for the forces of the Never to get what they're looking for. Is that kind of the idea behind that option?
Nabain was purely thinking about doing damage to a Broken, but sure, that works.
Yeah, to be clear, if you manage that, you will get a bonus objective on par with the trunk of data that you managed to get
back in Loggerhead.
Back in Loggerhead when you rescued Nikolaj.
I'm not sure, personally, as a player, I don't know if blowing up the tower is a good idea.
Sure, I agree.
Talk more about that.
Broken are really scary. They are tier 5, which means that when they deal damage, they kill every rookie in the squad, and they deal level 5 harm.
Yeah. No, it'd be very challenging.
We've never seen Whisper in action. We do not know what they're capable of. And this is a recon mission.
Yeah, we're not kitted out for fighting much.
Yeah, we're not kitted out for it, and
I am, just in case, but that's one person.
yeah,
I think those are reasonable concerns to put on the board.
Like, if we just observe Whisper and see what they're capable of, that is enough. We do not need to deal damage to this mission.
That is more intel than we have on Whisper, at least.
Yeah. Going in blind against the most powerful opponent you can face in this game, recipe for disaster.
My other concern is dealing with Lydia, because Lance had a 1v1 with Lydia that almost went extremely badly.
And she's ranked up since then. You know for a fact that she is threat 3.
And like, we know what she's capable of. We know more of what she's capable of than we know what Whisper's capable of.
But like, if we wanted to try to kidnap her, that would probably involve some amount of violence. And do we think that Carla would try to stop us in that case?
She said she's not going to try to stop us.
Yeah, Carla's not moving.
Yeah, we established that Carla can get out on her own.
Like my plan
if we get Lydia. If we get Lydia.
To be clear, Carla is not going to raise the alarm or stop you right now. I don't think she realizes or knows or has the insight
Lydia.
into what it is that you're going to do. You know, she is a free actor and may continue to do things above and beyond that. She's not a fool, though. She probably won't try to fight your entire squad at the same time.
Yeah. I guess my concern still, though, is even if we were to kidnap Lydia, what is to say that we can actually like bring her with us and not be subjected to her power?
That's a fair concern.
Yeah, there's nothing saying that.
Nabain has reliquaries.
Nabain does have reliquaries.
Just some like exorcist shit.
And I don't know. Great way to find out how powerful she can be through a canvas sack.
So how far is the Great Hall from where we are currently?
We're still in the underground, right?
Yeah, so really quick, if people are looking in Miro, Lydia went in here. And Whisper is not actually up in a tower. Whisper is just like up on the 2nd or 3rd floor of the castle.
Oh.
Like there. The tower that's relevant is there are a bunch of towers around this castle, and one of them collapsed into the inner courtyard.
Gotcha.
So to get to the main hall, leaving the catacombs is probably not terribly difficult. You know, you've managed to evade the feral that are down here, and as long as nothing sets them off, you should be able to get out. But you will have to sneak back across or somehow clear the outer courtyard where there are still idols and feral between you and the main hall.
Yeah. So I guess then the question is, like, do we want to go in after Lydia or somehow draw her out? The draw her out thought I had was just cause chaos in a way that, like, brings people out, whether that be setting off the spicy smoke plan or, I don't know, sniper rifles are loud. I could do something with that. Because it seems like going in... Oh, go ahead.
I think anything that caused that much chaos would also bring the broken out.
Okay, so we want to just sneak into the castle and see what we can do there?
I mean, I think this is up to you,
I know,
Devin. Like,
like you're in charge, so like you make the final call.
Yeah, but I don't want to be the sole purveyor of ideas.
We presented everything. Yeah, we've presented everything. We've presented our opinions, but this final call is yours.
To be clear. So I think one of the things that is absent here that would otherwise be absent in like a lot of Forge in the Dark games is like avenues for additional information. Like I think we've brought up that there are a lot of unknowns that kind of complicate your decision about what to do going forward. If there are ways that people want to put forward about like doing a flashback to have gathered more information about a particular piece of information, then that is on the table. Anything that you could do in Blades or Beam Saber is all here for you. You just have to think of a mechanical way to get at it.
I guess like the concern that I have, which is the concern that I had at the very beginning of this mission, was that why are we more likely to find whatever they're trying to find than they are. It seems like they have more forces and more power to do so.
We did it last time.
So everything that you have seen is that they are using their army as a excavation force. They know what it is that they're looking for. They're just in the middle of getting it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have an absence of knowledge. They have an absence of time.
Gotcha. I guess then one thing that I could suggest then as a possible avenue of more information gathering is perhaps Aoife could scout by climbing the tallest tree she can find and just sort of meditate with her eye about like sources of power. I don't know if that would open me up for more whisper problems, but
this could be a flashback.
Yeah, flashback makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if there is some sort of artifact that they're trying to excavate, I feel like that would also be maybe something that I have potential to sense.
100%. I think that's a good idea.
I would like to go through with that then.
So let's do 1 stress for this flashback, I think.
Okay.
And you said scout, but it sounds like this is actually a maneuver.
Okay. I'm better at that. So
because it's about you like trying to get altitude on the situation, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's 2d6. Do we concern ourselves with position and effect in this flashback?
I think this is just gather information.
Okay.
I think that's...
I'm just going to roll it straight then.
No. No, you're doing it next to a big castle full of never. This is probably... Yeah, this probably has position and effect right here. What do we start at? We started at risky.
We started at risky, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Risky standard to start with.
Okay.
Nabain can help.
Oh.
I got stress.
Okay. How does Nabain help in this?
I went through my funny books and scrolls and told you some things to look out for.
Okay. Maybe like architectural features that might be related to storage of sacred things.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not trying to get risky consequences, so I think I might use your help to boost effect and then trade position for effect to be in a controlled standard position. All right, here we go. 6.
Hey.
Where was that roll last time? 5 out of 6. Wow.
All of the 6s were in Rahel's crit that one time.
Oh, yeah.
Up in the trees. All right. So...
Yeah, Aoife climbs a big old tree.
Yeah, like several stories tall.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a bit of the history of this place. You've got some notes from Nabain. You've got your strange eye from Azar. And you look out to Castle Moravita and you don't find anything.
Wow.
There's surely treasures and relics and stuff of that nature that had been here. All that's here is ghosts and bones. It is a truly abandoned place. The stuff that you detect, however, is new, is stuff that has been brought in. I think there's a moment where God, that's weird. Does that mean... Here's something interesting. This is a flashback now, which means you couldn't have known that Whisper was there during the flashback because that was a discovery that you made.
I mean,
we could retcon.
Is this a situation where we could say like we went outside and we're like regrouping for our next part of the plan, and I run up this tree real quick?
No, I like it happening beforehand.
Okay.
There's ticking clocks on the board here.
Maybe Whisper wasn't there at the moment when I did this.
Yeah, Whisper wasn't there at the moment, but the army was, and folks had moved in supplies, moved in squads of feral to start digging through things. There's something that catches your eye, some kind of a weapon. Up in that gallery where now in the present you know where Whisper is, that has some degree of... It's like seeing a torch on a perfectly black night. It's like looking into a pit and seeing a perfectly brand new battery, just like right there. And I think there's something in your head that like flashes back to that first mission at the Omniculum, you see for just like a split second the red Neverfire guards who flanked the Inquisitor in front of Commander Azar.
Mm.
You have 3 questions here. You can ask me some questions here.
Is this a steady energy that is like not moving? That implies it is a inanimate object, or does it move like it is a being?
It is inanimate. It is holding steady.
Does it feel similar to the power that I sense when I look at Never, or does it feel like something else?
No, it does. It does. Although I think there's something weirdly undistilled about this. One of the things about Never is that although they're like strange and misshapen, and often like horrifying, they
have themes.
Yeah, they follow a design. They are a particular broken willed those sorts of things into existence. This feels somehow unfiltered.
Uh-huh. Okay. What else? Matthew in the chat says, "This is my design," Whisper, making a fucked up dog man.
It's true.
Oh, man. Does anybody else out of character have a good question suggestion?
I don't think you can ask this. But I think a question, what I was thinking of a question was something like, if we use Plan Spicy Smoke, can we get
Project Spicy Smoke?
I'm so sorry. Project Spicy Smoke. Can we get the Broken out of there too?
Operation Spicy Smoke.
I'm so sorry. Operation Spicy Smoke. Can we get the Broken out of there too? But since they weren't there at the time, that probably doesn't work.
Yeah.
But maybe there's something else here, which is like, is there another path up to here that would be safer?
I think. I think you could.
Wait, don't answer that, Brendan. Don't answer that.
Is there a path up here that would be safer? Answer that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to use one of Devin's questions.
No, I know. I was trying to put it out there that let me say no. You can't answer. You can't ask that. Fair. Don't restrain yourself preemptively. I'll tell you if I think something doesn't quite make sense. That said, your question is, how can you get up there safely?
Mm-hmm.
So the Never armies have been here and they have been looting for some time. And if you were able to get a sense of the places that they have been, the rooms that they have already cleared or searched through and abandoned, then you could almost certainly find a path through the castle where you could pass undisturbed.
Yeah. So this isn't a question, but this is sort of a
more of a comment, really.
Oh no! What I was going to say is this isn't a question, but this is sort of a corroboration of information that I have gathered thus far. If I compare this flashback to the moment I sensed Whisper, I think you described Whisper was like looking at something.
Yes, although that's the stuff that Whisper is looking at, I think, is not infused with that kind of energy, and so didn't show up on your scan in that same way.
Gotcha.
But I can confirm that Whisper is in the same place as that Never fire infused thing is.
Gotcha. I relay all of this information, or at least my sort of corroboration of information, as we're still in this catacomb. Knowing what we know, what are your opinions on what objective to follow here?
We should probably not have this conversation right in front of Carla.
Definitely.
Also,
Fair.
Fair point.
Fair.
We'll tell Carla that we're leaving and then not leave.
We'll go back around the corner, make some footsteps that makes it sound like we're going away.
Jesus
and then
Christ.
team huddle.
If we go plan kidnap Lydia, how do we regroup with Carla?
You do have some rookies that you could assign to a task.
If we're not a fan of kidnapping Carla, adult napping Carla, which I think is on the table, but maybe it's like teetering near the edge still. I think there are 2 options in terms of ways that we can move forward from here. One is, and I think it's the safer option, would be to go for this battery attempting to get the broken out from where that battery is at a distance as safely as we can. I think there's a variety of ways we can do that, including Operation Spicy Smoke. The other thing that we could potentially do is this Lydia plan, but I think the Lydia plan is significantly more dangerous.
Yeah. We just have no guarantee that Operation Spicy Smoke will draw out the broken.
I mean, it's going to come down to a roll, right?
Yeah, none of this stuff is guaranteed.
Okay.
I'm personally out of character okay with any of these options.
Yeah.
Including kidnapping.
Yeah. I feel like the kidnapping plan is way more convoluted, and I still don't quite understand it myself.
Kidnapping is the safest plan.
Didn't you just say it was more dangerous?
No, sorry. I think kidnapping Carla is the safest plan.
Yeah, but that's like the bad ending. I mean, the bad ending is dying, but the bad progress ending.
It's just less. It's slightly less.
2 intel is better than 0.
Yeah, 100%. 2 intel is better than dead specialists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think implicit in the kidnap Carla is that the paths branch from there afterwards, right? Is that you could kidnap Carla and then continue the mission.
Sure. It's just then we have the dead weight of an augur.
An unwilling dead augur.
Probably unconscious.
We've got tonics.
Sure,
for that.
but again, you have rookies. There are things that you could do here that is not. We have a guest in the party that is actively working against us.
Yeah.
Right.
So we could kidnap Carla here and then have 2 rookies stand guard in where we were hiding out originally.
Mm-hmm. As long as that is somewhere that is not near the spicy smoke, because we don't want to attract the forces to them.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the spicy smoke thing was all a flashback anyway, so we can say we put it anywhere.
Okay. I guess then what my thought is, activate Operation Spicy Smoke. We see what kind of opportunity that opens up, and then act on that opportunity depending on what it is.
With the target being whatever is where Whisper is?
Yeah. If we succeed at drawing Whisper out, then maybe we can try to get in there and get whatever this torch is. And if that does not happen, maybe at least try to draw Lydia out and go through with that part of the plan.
Works for me.
What do we roll to kidnap Carla here?
You could either place her under arrest, you could forcibly restrain her, you could command your rookies to do this, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I'm not good at any of those things. So.
Right.
Well, I've got one.
Well, you can shoot her with your sniper rifle.
Hey, Brendan, how much intel do we get for an augur corpse?
0.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, I figured. Let's not kill her if we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aoife did ask Kayo, do you think you could take her?
Uh-huh.
Oh, dear.
What's it like when Aoife orders Kayo to take this woman out?
Part of also why I'm struggling with this mission is I've never imagined Aoife as somebody who gives orders. I think it's just a continuation of the conversation from earlier where she said oh, do you think you can take her? All right, go.
Oh, can I pitch a thing? Yeah, it's just like that. Do you think you could take her? And Kyle's just yes. And then Aoife, the sentence we didn't see last episode was just Aoife on my signal then. And then we cut back to now and Aoife just gives whatever that signal is and Kayo just launches in.
Sick. Mm-hmm. Okay, sorry. I just thought that
was
that's
good. That's
Aoife wouldn't talk to Kayo like a subordinate. She would talk to them like a friend.
This is a skirmish, I think. So 1 helping die from the rookies.
Oh, lit.
Also, scale from the rookies?
Yeah. Yeah, do we then have scale too?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep, scale.
Okay. Scale means greater effect. We're starting at what?
You're starting at risky standard threat 2. So you need something to boost you up. Scale from the rookies would do that. So now you're at risky standard.
Delightful. Okay, got risky standard. And I have 2 dice. I don't want to push myself.
Why not?
Because I feel like I'm gonna need that stress for later. Possibly immediately after this, depending on the roll.
I can help Kayo skirmish here.
Mm-hmm.
Rahel, you're helping restrain and apprehend this friend of yours?
Yeah.
Your buddy?
I think Rahel is coming from a place of if we get her and we get Lydia, maybe we can talk some sense into Carla.
No, absolutely, 100%. I'm just imagining what Carla's expression is like when she sees what you're about to do.
3d6 risky standard. Ah. Oh my god.
What? How?
Avery hates me.
3.
Avery hates me. It's
happened?
Avery.
Let's go.
Okay, how bad does this get?
All that boat for nothing.
So you nod to the rookies and they begin to close in. And remember, she had been like stepped back, arms crossed, sort of glowering about the situation. And in the blink of an eye, she is back in that ready position. And God.
It's bad.
You could barely see her hands move. 2 of the rookies get knocked cold.
Not dead?
Boy.
No, she's also dealing non-lethal damage.
That's nice of her.
You can resist this, of course.
Having the rookies knocked. Yeah, I probably want to.
Sure.
It would be better to have conscious rookies than unconscious rookies. What kind of resist is that?
Prowess.
Prowess. Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, I think prowess. Prowess is probably true.
Yeah, is this just like when Carla just like ducks back super fast? Kyle's like, "Oh shit, no!" She's too quick, and it's just like pulling the rookies back. Like, no, don't do this.
Yeah.
Let's rethink this. Okay, so does this count as protecting people?
It does.
Yes. Okay, sweet. So I get 3d6, and I will take 1 less stress. Swear to God, Abre. Yes. Does that count as a crit? No. I'll just take 0
It
stress.
does not.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make it up to the next
heal
level.
A crit?
No.
I think this means you do heal a stress.
Oh, what?
Oh, of course,
Really?
we think that.
It doesn't. That happens on a crit.
Brendan?
Because you got -1 stress on resist for protecting others.
No. No.
That's fine. I will take the 0 stress. Right, so like just as fast as Carla ducks back, like she's punching out, and like just as fast as she's moving, Kyle just like also pulls back the rookie, so we're back at this weird stalemate again.
Carla is ready to throw down.
Oh dear.
What do you do?
Ooh. She's fast, and that's annoying.
I hate when people are fast.
Yeah.
Kayo Eggman over here.
And if that picture is to believe, she has fucking ripped arms.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But so does Kayo.
I don't think this photo is fine to me, so. I guess. Listen, I haven't been told to stop fighting. Like, as far as Kyle's aware, there's no change of the plan. It's like, okay, try to knock out Carla. I guess okay. I guess I try again, knowing that she is that fat. Like the first time, Kyle was like, "What was that?" Now they're like, I see. This is how you move. Okay, great.
Sure.
Okay.
I can help again.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say I could try to help too, but.
Well, I've got 2 stress left.
I got a lot of stress left, but I've been saving it for chaos when that inevitably breaks out. But most of my reasons I would want to spend stress are 2. And at the moment, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 open. So I'd rather have an odd number open than an even number open, so that spending the last push isn't like a stress out. So I'm happy to take 1 stress here to help.
Sure.
Um,
I will take that help.
yeah, so she knows you're coming this time. This is going to be threat 2.
What she's not
limited.
expecting is that I'm going to try to hit her with the butt of my rifle.
Great. Can't wait for that.
I don't like the confidence in that statement. Okay. All right. So I guess I'll use the help then for effect. That brings it back up to risky standard, right?
So you're using the rookies. That gives you scale. That gets you to threat 2. Using the help to get effect gets you to risky standard. Yes.
Okay. And then I'll just stay at 2 dice.
Okay.
I mean,
What's the devil's bargain here?
yeah, that's. I never like asking the question, but I'm gonna because Avray is determined to ruin me.
The devil's bargain is. I've got some good ones. I think you're going to say no to a lot of them. Let me find out what you'd say yes to. Here's the devil's bargain. An unexpected ally will arrive on the scene.
Oh,
Love that.
Ally. And this is a devil's bargain?
Didn't say whose ally.
I think I know who it is. That would probably be a problem.
It's one of your allies. And it would absolutely be a problem.
Oh, jeez.
Honey.
Suleiman. Somehow it's Suleiman.
That would be funny.
What's up, everybody? I'm here now.
I heard there was weird shit. What's up?
Hey, real quick, when did Suleiman become Beetlejuice?
Always.
That's me. I'm Suleiman.
This whole
I thought that
time.
was Rick.
I've always been Beetlejuice.
I thought that was Rick Sanchez.
Anytime that you say Suleiman's name 3 times, he shows up.
Yeah, well, we've definitely done
What
that.
is Suleiman if not the perfect combination of Rick Sanchez and Beetlejuice?
There we go.
No, I described him as having sort of like a creepy
Morty.
black mustache and like a top hat, more like a weird cartoon villain.
Okay. I didn't know Rick and Morty.
I drove here in my Dragula.
Sure.
Okay, devil's bargain. How do we feel about like this kind of unknown chaos, unexpected
it's hilarious.
chaos?
I
How do
love
we-
it.
I enjoy it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take it for the die.
Have a chance to draw Lydia out, maybe.
This could be helpful more than hindrance, but we'll find out.
I think it'll be equal parts both.
Oh, I'm already afraid. 3-6 risky standard skirmish. 5.
It's 5.
Motherfucker.
1-5-1.
Okay. 1-5-1.
Outstanding.
Avray's mean.
I'm gonna have a heart attack. Avray doesn't like me, except in games that aren't this one.
Okay, so you do it. You just knock her out. Is that what you're doing here?
Yeah. I think Kayo starts to move in from one direction, so Carla, like, hopefully trying to push Carla, towards Aoife, and then Aoife can, like, hit her with the butt of the gun, and then Kayo just, like, manages to close in while she's a little bit dazed and just...
I hit her in the back of the head
her
with
out.
the rifle, and then you sweep the leg.
Great.
It's so intricate.
Hey, we're battle buddies.
They practiced this.
We've had combo moves before.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. And this combo move sends her sprawling back into like a collection of like urns and such that is going to cause a racket. I'm going to tick the alarm clock twice.
Operation Spicy Spoke is the next thing that's going to happen. So
Yeah, but that doesn't tell us where we are.
Yeah.
You can insight resist this.
can I
if
insight
you
resist
want.
this? Hell
Sure.
yeah. Finally.
Finally, yes, Eva, go!
Oh, man. I'm excited about that because I get 4 dice to do that.
Love that for Aoife.
Roll 4d6. Ooh, not
Jesus.
as good as you'd expect for 4 dice, but that's a 4, so that's 2 stress for me. Oof.
Yeah. Okay. I'm only going to tick it once.
I think this was like a quick footwork kind of thing. I do have the Ilion trait, light foot. I think I'm about to.
You catch a vase with your foot?
Yeah, I think I'm about to like knock over a bunch of pots, and then like I land weird, and then I do like a backflip.
Incredible.
to like push my momentum in a separate direction.
Okay, you have an unconscious augur. What do you do with her?
Rookies, can you grab her?
Yeah, the rookies will take her to the bush that we started in and stand guard until y'all get back or give the signal.
I think this has got to be a marshal.
I got nothing in that.
I don't think any of us do.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
I got one in discipline. That's it.
Ah, fuck.
Could it be a discipline with less effect, Brendan?
It absolutely could be a discipline with less effect. Although, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, is Kayo gonna get mean?
Is that weird coming from Kayo, considering Aoife's the one in chart? Like,
It absolutely is.
Yeah. How does what happens such that Kayo is making this call here? Because
Well, Kayo just knocked out the augur. To all appearances, Kayo is in charge.
Here's a pitch. Aoife and Kayo are proven battle buddies with cool combo moves that you can unlock if you put them on the same team together. Rookies probably know that.
Right?
So like there might be an assumed sort of like experience, telepathy or experience empathy between us.
I have a slightly different pitch, which is Aoife gives the order to do this, and Kayo behind Aoife is just threatening in such a the way that the rookies don't question Aoife.
Like, you're the boss, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Arms crossed, glaring.
Yeah, okay.
That's a discipline, I think.
I think that's fair.
Yeek. Okay.
I'm also, Nabain has one, and I don't know how you're feeling on stress.
I'm at 4 of 8.
We are 4 of 8 buddies. So it's up to you. I like that moment, but I'm happy to roll it if you'd prefer.
I think I'm okay. Roll it like what would Nabain disciplining look like? I kind of want to know that, but like I can picture that pitch for Kayo really easily in a way that's less easy for Nabain. But like I don't know what you have in mind.
I think if it's a Nabain, I think this looks like Aoife giving the order, but the rookies just being either like too hyped up after the fight or like too wowed by like how cool Aoife just was to like actually start doing it. And then Nabain, like extremely preschool teacher who's had like a little bit too much of their patience worn down, is just like, all right, let's get moving. Just like
this could also be, I think I've canonically said that Aoife is autistic at this point, but it could just be a thing where like she just doesn't quite talk loud enough and is looking not in the right direction, so they don't really perceive it as like an order.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lots of ways to do this. It's entirely up to you, Kris. I mean, this can also be you doing it with me helping.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, that's definitely what I was interpreting it as, 100%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm fine with either Nabain rolling it, or
the two of them just being like, "Yeah, that was an order. What's up?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
one of you has to roll.
Yeah.
Hold on. Devil option?
Christ.
Right.
I'd like to do that before we figure out what this roll is.
Right. So, to begin with, we said discipline is less effect, so it's risky standard to start.
Sure.
Excuse me. No, it is risky limited to start.
Oh, Dan. Thought I'd get that past you.
No, absolutely not. No. The devil option is...
No. Sorry, Brendan. I was referring to the last roll's devil option.
Oh, I assume that was just...
we'll
find out when we leave this area.
Yeah, I mean, they're not here.
Oh, okay. Got it.
But I'll tell you, if you want a devil option for this roll, they're going to move into position.
No, I don't like that.
They're going to move into position.
When the marshal finds out that Lance did this, he's going to be so fucking pissed.
I think the marshal's just going to be pissed about this mission in general.
Probably.
The marshal is just pissed. Kris, you should roll it because I'm going to take that devil option if you don't.
Yeah, I'll roll it.
That's a threat.
Do I want the 1d6? Do I want 1d6 risky standard or 2d6?
Well, you're getting help from Nabain.
It's risky limited to start.
Yeah, it's do I take the help as position or as a die? 1d6 risky standard or 2d6. Avery hates me, so I'm tempted to take the more dice. I think I'm going to go more dice.
What would limited do here, Brendan? Would this have to be then a second roll for this?
Gosh.
I know what limited would do here.
Tell us.
Well, when Lance finds the two rookies in the bush, he's going to be like, well, she's knocked out. Just tie the sack to this tree and we'll go get Lydia together.
Oh.
Yeah, I think, limited.
There's no way to treat a person.
Yeah, limited is, they'll be absconded with once they have completed their task.
That sounds fun to me.
All right. More problems, more chaos. Let's do this. I'm going 2d6, risky, limited. There's a 5.
There's a 5. Yeah, absolutely.
Still a 1 in there.
Yeah, those ones are haunting us.
Yeah.
Thanks, Avery.
So they tie her up, haul her out. I think all of the rookies are like realize all at once that like the specialists are their bosses and are going to act like their bosses from time to time, regardless of how a mission goes. But yeah, they hustle Carla along.
Okay. Phase 2.
What do you do next?
Operation Spicy Smoke.
Before we do Spicy Smoke, actually, how is everybody on stress?
Could be better.
Terrible.
4 of 8.
Because I could take this opportunity while we're on the side to
Got a funny story?
tell a funny, personal, or
I would
meaningful
love
story.
that.
Oh, okay.
When the squad is resting.
I kidnapped someone else once.
Brendan, you're looking at my notes.
I did.
No, Nabain's never kidnapped anybody. He's a good boy. He just wants to murder all the demons. Yeah, I don't have. I was planning on doing this later, so I don't have like this super densely. But I think that like we send some of the rookies off, and the rest of us are like, checking our equipment, checking our wounds, and Nabain takes this as an opportunity. No, actually, I think Nabain notices something on the wall. Some like ancient script or something like that, and like excitedly goes over. I think he reveals that he do we have a name? We don't have a name for this god, right, Brendan?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. It's just the god of fire and love and other things.
And secrets. I'm happy to give
secrets.
it a name. We just haven't yet.
No, that's fine. I'm happy for it to not have a game. I just wanted to make
They can have a secret name that nobody knows, but then like a colloquial name.
Ooh, love that.
Love gods with secret names.
And I think Nabain says something like, it's been years. The Kamorti regularly take part in rituals. That's of course our main purpose for traveling. And once I spent a long night in a room very much like this, though some distance away. It's a ritual of a secret flame. We must individually keep a single flame lit the entire night long, cupping it, he gestures, cupping it between our hands, the wax burning our hands, of course. How could it not? Of this candle. But the flame must remain secret, hidden from the world, and lit for the entirety of the night. we didn't spend very long in this tomb, and I very much hope we don't stay here very much longer. But he glances back at like the runes on the wall. It's good to see an old friend, I suppose. Everybody heal and stress.
Great.
Will do.
Love this.
Heck yeah.
So let's talk about Operation Spicy Smoke.
Brendan, I've been waiting for you to say those words.
So I really like this, but I want to just spell this out really quick. The notion is that the feral are like deeply sense driven. And so starting a big campfire with tons and tons of really heavily scented spices and such to draw them into the forest away from what they're doing makes a lot of sense to me. How are you imagining it's going to draw Whisper, the myriad, out of the castle?
Brendan, have you ever seen one of those? Brendan, have you ever seen the start of the live action 101 Dalmatians?
No. Oh,
there's
like when, no, I haven't, but I have read the Wikipedia Here's the thing. I just realized in the middle of that sentence that you're talking about the live action 101 Dalmatians and not the live action Cruella. So no, I don't know what happens at the start of 101 Dalmatians, the live action film.
It's not important, but what is important is that a man is pulled some distance by a dog.
I don't think Whisper has the dog's idols do, right?
But if all of her forces are drawn away, I think she'll come look.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. All right.
And also, if she doesn't, then all of her forces are out there. So, like, that's one less factor we have to deal with.
Also, I think the chili pepper is perfect because a chili pepper is the perfect combination of, like, pain and pleasure because, like, you get the endorphin rush from eating it, but also it hurts.
Oh, Whisper loves those Scovilles. Absolutely.
Write that down. That's it.
I'm a bit of a pepperhead myself, and I love the high you can get off of like eating just the spiciest food.
Hi, I'm
100%.
Whisper, and welcome to Hot Ones.
Well, they've had
starring me,
more,
a hot one.
They've had more controversial interviews.
So, God. Okay. So what I want here is I think I want to roll from Rahel. This is just a fortune roll to determine how great, how effective this is. But I'll let you push yourself in the way that you would ordinarily, in order to try and achieve greater effect here. This is probably rig, right?
Yeah,
probably.
I'm also willing to help here because it was kind of Aoife's idea.
Yeah,
sure.
I at least want to save 2 for one sort of. I want to save at least 2 for some sort of shoot later.
You mean stress boxes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have 4 right now. So like I want to have an odd number left so that like ticking 2 doesn't tick me over. So I'm down to spend 1 stress here, especially after that nice story of the candle night with the boys.
I like the idea of like Aoife like spotting some local foliage or something like that to like toss in.
Yeah.
Knowing what'll burn.
Like seeing a pepper and knowing its value on the whisper scale and being like, oh
yeah, 100%.
When they're like a little bit orange at the edge there, that's what you're looking for.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's some help.
So what's the position effect again?
I think this is just fortune because we're flashing back, right? Someone is marking a stress to flash back for this.
I guess I also have to mark a stress for a flashback.
Okay. So yeah, this is really just getting more dice.
2 dice in rig so far. I don't want to push myself because then Rahel will die.
What a way to go.
So it's dying when you fill the stress bar, not when you take 1 over.
Yeah, when you fill, yes.
Okay.
Which technically you wouldn't die, you would take a trauma and then die.
Yeah. Devil peculiarity.
Satan's option.
Legion's option.
# we're mercenaries.
Your devilish option is... okay, your devil option is this fire is going to get out of control.
That's fine.
Awesome. Cool. Great.
We have people in that forest.
Cool.
Yeah, Lance is in that forest. We do not know it's Lance.
Oh.
Narrator voice. They didn't know it was Lance.
There are people in this forest, and also if we destroy these ruins, it's kind of hard to excavate them. Yeah, so 3 dice.
Maybe Lance will make a better case to Lydia if he comes with tears in his eyes.
I'm sorry, baby. There are all these chilies. I don't know what happened.
What's it called? Operation Pepper?
Operation Spicy Smoke.
Spicy Smoke. Operation Spicy Smoke.
AKA Operation Chekhov's Chili Pepper.
AKA Operation Chekhov's Chili Pepper.
I hope this is all ones.
No.
Ready?
Chekhov's.
That's a 6.
Yay!
Hey!
6.
Only
Second
hits.
best.
Only hits.
4,
Okay.
2nd
5,
best
6.
to all ones.
Second best option.
I'd say first best option would be 666.
Narratively, Narratively, is this happening while you're still in the catacombs? Or have you like emerged in order to like witness how this is going?
I think we would have had, because it was timing based, right?
Yeah.
So I think we would have had to at least peeked our heads out to like get a sense of where the sun was at.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. So you peek your heads out, and what you see is this incredibly fragrant campfire has lit part of the surrounding forest and is blazing. It is not encompassing the forest. The forest is very dense, and much of it is damp. But
We're destroying an ancient sacred ecosystem.
Creating an enormous amount of smoke, and it is riling up every single feral that is anywhere nearby. There are idols getting dragged along by their strange tether leashes.
Great.
As these feral they're not throwing themselves into the fire, but they are dashing up to the edge of it in order to like feed on the sense of the scalding hot flames, the incredible roiling smoke that is coming off the thing. Oathsworn is an actual play podcast created by
Devin Nelson,
Gavin Fregeau,
Kris Allison,
Matthew Guzdial.
and me, Brendan McLeod. All music for the show is created by Devin Nelson. Find it and more at devindecibel.bandcamp.com. Find a link to their music and any of the games that we've played in the podcast description. Follow us at Oathsworn Pod on Twitter or Oathsworn on co-host. Until next time.